Once upon a time, One Directions used to be the boy band of the decade. In today's video, we're going to take a look inside Harry Styles and Louis Tomlinson's relationship. Stay tuned to find out. The 5 core members of the group auditions for the X Factor separately in 2010 before joining forces to become the band that turned out to be a household name. And while the skilled stars ended in 3rd place in the British music competitions, the success of One Direction speaks for itself. However, after 5 years together and 4 successful studio albums, it was revealed that Zayn Malik would be leaving One Direction in 2015. This was the starting of the end for the English-Irish boy band, and a chapter that fans remember quite well. After Zayn Malik's announcement, it just took a few more months for the rest of the band to confirm that they would be taking an extended hiatus. The news that One Direction was no more broke many hearts around the world, but the singers now have a booming solo career and have gone on to make music separately. While the special boy band hasn't performed together since their primary breakup, that hasn't kept the former bandmates from speaking about each other in interviews over the years. While the majority of the gossip surrounds Zayn Malik, who is the first member of One Direction to part ways from the group, some fascinating scuttle also surrounds the relationship between Louis Tomlinson and Harry Styles. There is no doubt that One Direction was beloved in every way, but generally, fans still had their favorite members in the prominent band. In an interview with The Guardian, Louis Tomlinson talked about being an underdog in the group and what it felt like to be seen as forgettable to a specific degree. Each other bandmate appeared to have their own it factor except for him. For instance, Tomlinson defined Harry Styles as the guy who came across extremely cool. When comparing to their now solo careers, the discovering prominent songwriters to collaborate with, Tomlinson said that Harry won't struggle with any of that. However, despite the inescapable competitions that has originated between the former bandmates, there has been no fight between Styles and Tomlinson. In fact, the situation is totally opposite. According to reports, Styles and Tomlinson's tight-knit friendship guided fans to assume that they were romantic partners. This disturbed Tomlinson, who was dating Eleanor Calder at the time. He explained that it created this atmosphere between the two of them where everyone was looking at everything they did. If you're liking this content so far, please consider subscribing and liking this video. Now let's continue. Despite the dating theories and career competitions between Styles and Tomlinson, the two bandmates are good friends. Tomlinson told Hits Radio Breakfast in 2019 that he had not seen Harry for a while, but he had been in contact with him. According to sources, out of the 5 One Direction members, Harry Styles and Louis Tomlinson had the most instant connections when the band was created back in 2010. Sadly, that relationship did not stand the test of time over the years. In an interview with The Sun, Tomlinson disclosed that he is not as close with Harry Styles as he is with Liam Payne and Niall Horan. He said, "There's no politics or anything. Inevitably in a band, you're going to get some people who get on really well and some people who get on quite well." There are many factors that may have led to the sad downfall of Styles and Tomlinson's friendship status. One point can be the Harry and Louis relationship theory, also known as Larry Stylinson, drove a wedge between the duo. According to reports, Larry conspiracy theories started when the group first became a band. Over the years, the Larry fanfare prevailed among the fans, who sparked the rumors through fanfictions and social media. In an interview with The Sun, Tomlinson disclosed that the burden from the Larry shippers was clearly a reason that he and Styles grew apart. Tomlinson said, "It took away the vibe you get off anyone. It made everything, I think, on both fences, a little bit more unapproachable. I think it shows that it was never anything real, if I can use that word." But what was another barrier in Harry Styles and Louis Tomlinson's friendship? Well, both former 1D members had very different opinions on whether the band should have remained together in 2015. According to The Sun, while Louis Tomlinson was heartbroken when One Direction agreed to part ways, the band chose that direction because it's what Harry wanted. To make matter worse, what was originally supposed to be a temporary hiatus for the band slowly turned into a strong split. Talking about the band's status, Tomlinson said, "I could feel that potentially it was going to be a break. What was difficult was trying to understand how long that might be. The discussions surrounding the future of One Direction has led to awkwardness and tensions between the group members." Tomlinson portrayed the process as a painful time more than anything. He said, "You're asking guys who have grown up being best friends to make selfish decisions, which they should do, based on themselves. But it doesn't change the fact that it was tough for me to accept at first." Despite Tomlinson's hesitations to move on from One Direction, he now notices that it was the right move for all the boy band members. With that being said, it's time to end our today's video. Press the like button and subscribe to our channel for more interesting stuff.